Australians will be issued with a COVID-19 vaccination certificate once they've received the injection. It's part of the nationwide vaccine rollout, which is due to begin later this month. For more, let's cross to political reporter Jane Norman in Canberra. Jane, just how will these certificates work?
Yeah, well, I suppose with the first Pfizer jabs due to be rolled out within weeks, we're starting to get some finer details from the federal government about just how this nationwide vaccination program will work. It's hoped that by October, all Australians over the age of 16 will be vaccinated against COVID-19. But I guess the question that's been answered today is just how will you prove it? So the government has confirmed that when you get the COVID jab, whether that's through a vaccine hub, via a nurse, a doctor, another healthcare worker, they will put that on the National Immunisation Register so that authorities can effectively keep track of who is getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Once that is on the register, you'll be issued with a proof of vaccination certificate via the existing MyGov or Medicare apps, or if you want a hard copy, you'll be able to request that through Services Australia. So the government has chosen to use existing apps for these proof of vaccination certificates rather than creating an entirely new app like they did for COVID Safe. So right now you can actually go onto your Medicare app, which has a link to your immunisation history. And the thinking is that the COVID jab will simply be an extension of that. There are still a few details, though, that haven't been revealed, and that's because this proposal hasn't gone through the full cabinet process. So we will learn more and more about this as the weeks go on. But the Government Services Minister, Stuart Roberts, says the federal government is dealing with the vaccination certificate. It'll then be up to the states to determine whether a certificate is required for access to various services or venues. Here's what he had to say.
The key thing for Australians to know is they will have a record. They will have a digital and paper certificate. For some 89% of Australians who have a smartphone, they'll be able to access that digital certificate in their smartphone, download it onto their phone as a permanent record. They'll be able to print it out. And of course, they can always contact Services Australia by phone or popping in and getting that printed out for them. So every Australian will have a record of their vaccination should they need it.